is on the last stretch of Murphy's Portage. Your fans want to know, how do you do it?
Try not to collapse.
Oh, it's amazing! It's amazing!
You know, and I think a lot of kids won't admit this, but they're afraid of the idea of going to a wilderness camp for an entire month. The inevitable departure from their creature comforts, from their friends, and, you know, for a lot of kids, from technology. The thing about this camp is there's a sense of ownership for the campers. You know, they decide what they're going to do each day. They decide where they want to go, whether they want to get there canoeing, kayaking, hiking, but ultimately they'll also be responsible for taking care of their own gear and, you know, making their bed in the morning. And it's that sense of independence that really does count for something, because let's face it, how often do kids really have a choice in this day and age? You know, kids often have strict routines. The resume building starts practically in middle school now. But what you can't necessarily get from school or extracurricular programs is that unique experience where you get to be self-reliant. And in turn, that gives them confidence. They grow in a diverse community here at camp. The camaraderie they develop with other campers is genuine. And of course, you know, they're getting in the best shape of their life. They're eating right every day. The food here, by the way, is amazing. And, you know, the result is they feel great. So if I could talk to myself 10 years ago, when I was first deciding to come to this camp, I would say this. Will you miss your friends, your family, and of course your video games? Yes, but not as much as you'd think. You're distracted here in a really good way. And you'll be in a cabin full of people your age, in the same boat, and there's always going to be somebody to turn to if you have a question or need help with something.
We've lifted the mast and the sails, and now we're getting some wind. We have our captain mates up front yonder. We got a Daniel Fotenhauer. We also got a Francis Steiner. My matey here, Ethan Biederman.
First mate. Arr.
And I, the captain of this wonderful flotilla.
You know, in all my years at camp as a counselor and a camper, I have yet to see somebody fail to fit in. It's a very unique dynamic here, where older guys don't necessarily have this superiority complex over the younger ones, and in fact, for the most part, it's the opposite. Older guys, they like to step up, they like to take on responsibilities and leadership positions, and a lot of them end up becoming kind of the older brother figure. I've always thought of this place up north as an experiment of sorts, but one with a powerful theory behind it. And that is that by fostering a community where kids are the agents of their own entertainment, where instead of connecting to the internet, they connect to each other, and where you put them in an environment that demands not only their presence, but their active participation within a group, that they're going to undergo significant personal growth. You can find out more by going to campvoyager.com, or if you prefer, feel free to get in touch by emailing us at cvspirit@campvoyager.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Hi, Goat.